Hey, Tim, please introduce yourself to our CIP Institute members.
Hi, well, first, thank you for having me. I'm Dr. Timothy Summers. I'm Director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship and Engagement at the University of Maryland College Park. I also am the CEO of Summers and Company, which is a global cyber strategy firm. And we particularly advise companies on how to minimize risk using disruptive technologies.
Oh, great. And what can our members expect from your workshop? Because we're really thrilled to have you, but what will they hear? What will they learn?
Right. So from the workshop, you can really expect, first and foremost, I love the title of the workshop, right? I mean, we really thought about this quite a bit, as we were putting it together. And we went with Outlaws and Angels because a lot of folks think of hackers as being the outlaws all the time, and they rarely think of hackers as being, being ethical or the angels, so to speak. And the idea here is really to talk about how, to really share with you how hackers are encouraging and changing the way that you make decisions, specifically through disruptive technologies. Right now, we're seeing a huge surge of machine learning, artificial intelligence, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, all of these things which Summers and Company is involved with. You also may have heard about the recent Facebook data leak. We also were very heavily involved with advising organizations on that. So the folks who come to this workshop are going to get some really true insight into how hackers are changing the way the world is making decisions.
Okay, that's a big amount of interesting stuff to learn. And what will actually be the thing where you say, well, this is something they will take away that will really blow them out of their socks?
So, I would say the biggest takeaways will be one, at the end of the day, it's about understanding some of the basics of these technologies. It's not about really going into the technology deeply. It's really just understanding what is the potential impact of that technology, not only on society, but also on your organizations and on yourself. And so another takeaway is also, how do these things connect with hackers? How are hackers directly involved with these things? What most people don't realize is that hackers are behind the biggest developments of all of these things, both on the good side and on the bad side. So these are really some of the biggest things. And we like to think that when you leave the workshop, you will leave it with renewed interest in these technologies and the way that they're impacting decision-making. You'll also leave with a renewed understanding of the impact it may have on your organization, as well as some tips and tricks and ideas of how you can actually utilize this information to increase and improve your organizational standing.
And what will they miss when they're not there? What will be their biggest loss?
Well, if you're not there, then you're gonna miss out on learning all of the things that are really moving the economic issues in the world today. So I would say, if you're interested in politics, you should be at this workshop. If you're interested in economics, you should be at this workshop. If you're interested in anything remotely revolving around disruptive technology and how it's used in crisis management, you should absolutely be in this workshop.
You surely managed to convince me. No question there. Thank you. Thank you for having us. And thank you for coming to our conference and doing your workshop. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. I am looking forward to it.